It's the SAC Football Game of the Week, featuring two members of the Summit Athletic Conference. Today's game features the Dwenger Saints versus the Northwood Panthers. Here with the play-by-play description of today's game is Len Davis.
And we greet you from the Zollner Stadium with the Class 3A Regional Championship game between Bishop Dwenger and Northwood. With Bishop Dwenger's Mark Gray getting ready to kick off to the Panthers, and we're underway. The kick going to the far side of the field, about the 10-yard line to Kern, and Kern comes out across the 25 and gets to about the 28-yard line. He's brought down there, and we're underway. The Northwood Panthers are 8-3 going into this ball game. Now Bishop Dwenger is 10-1, their only loss coming at the hands of Northside. Jim Andrews is the coach at Northwood, and of course Andy Johns coaches the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So Northwood has a 1st and 10 operating from their own 28-yard line. They have Doug O'Diorn at quarterback. Randy Wyrick and Sean Kern are the running backs as they run out of the fear, and they have a man in motion on the first play. And the ball is handed off inside to Wyrick, and he gets a yard as all. Wyrick carries. Sean Schrock, the wide receiver, was the man in motion on that last play. The whole middle of the Dwenger defense was in to help stop Kern. This is the 3rd straight week that Dwenger has kicked off. They did against Tippecanoe Valley, against Carroll, and now in this game they do with Northwood. It's 2nd down and 9 from the 30. Again, it's Schrock in motion. And O'Diorn pitching back, and this play is going to net about 2 yards is all as Kern carries. He's brought down on this side of the field out at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and Northwood will be faced with a 3rd and 6. Northwood will run the option quite a bit, and they did on that play. 3rd down play coming up for the Panthers, and they need about 6 for a 1st down. O'Diorn doesn't throw too much, but this might be one of those passing downs, a long count, and he does go back to throw. He fires long down the sidelines and way too long. Pass was intended for Doug Schock, and it was way too long. They have a Schrock and they have a Schock. Sean Schrock is the wide receiver, and Doug Schock is the flanker. So Northwood will have to boot the ball away. As John Schrock back in punt formation. He'll kick from about the 20-yard line. Chris Nelson is one of the Dwenger players back, and the punt's almost blocked. Nelson will field the ball. He's at the 40 and gets to the 45-yard line where Dwenger will start their first possession. About a 7-yard return for Chris Nelson. And now Dwenger has the ball for the first time with Steve Smeltsley in a quarterback, Matt Fox the fullback, and Dave Ludwig the tailback. Chris Nelson, the split end, Tim Pelkington, the tight end, the flankers Mike Carcione. And the Saints go on the offense for the first time in the ball game after holding Northwood in the first series. Nelson and Carcione put wide to the left, and Smeltsley will throw on 1st down. It's out in the flat, and it's complete to Carcione. Carcione is into Northwood territory at about the 45-yard line, a pickup of about 10 on the play. We'll have to see whether they mark it as a 1st down. It's going to be just a little bit short of the 45-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and about a foot. As Dwenger comes out throwing on 1st down. 2nd and very short yardage. And Ludwig will go for the 1st down. He doesn't get very much, though. He gets enough for the 1st down, but that's all. Very stout defense in the middle by Northwood that time, limiting Ludwig's gain to about 2 feet, and he needed 1 foot for the 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 for Dwenger at the Northwood 45. Northwood went to the 3A state championship game last year and lost to Indianapolis Cathedral 12-0. That was their only loss in the 1986 campaign. Smelsley rolling out to the right now. He's firing long downfield, and it's for Carcione and out of bounds. It was intended for Carcione, and he was out of bounds. So was the pass, and so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Nick Prost has joined us again to spot for not only Bishop Dwenger in this game, but Northwood as well. Dwenger comes out throwing on 2 of their first 3 downs. Nelson is split wide to the right. And they'll go to Ludwig up the middle, and he gets 5. Ludwig with a quick 5 right up the middle, moving the ball to the Northwood 40-yard line and leaving Dwenger with a 3rd down and 5. This is the Class 3A Regional Championship game, and the winner of this game moves on to the 3A semi-state next week against either Elwood or West Lafayette. 3rd down and 5. And Smelsley will throw on 3rd down. And it is caught by Chris Nelson down at the 28-yard line. That's another 1st down for Bishop Dwenger. That play covered a dozen, and now Smelsley has 22 yards through the air as Dwenger has a 1st and 10. They mark the ball to 29. As the Saints are in Northwood territory here in their first possession. Carcione in motion. Smelsley with the quarterback keeping the ball, going straight ahead and picking up about 4 yards in the play. Smelsley is going straight up the middle and getting 4, so it's 2nd and 6. As the Saints move the ball to the Northwood 25-yard line. First quarter action, we're almost 5 minutes into the ball game as Carcione goes in motion. Flags go down and Smelsley fires, and it is caught by Carcione, but I think there's going to be a illegal procedure called against Bishop Dwenger, and the play will be called back. One of the officials coming over to explain to Andy Johns, and I think it's going to be a legal procedure. The pass was completed to Carcione. And the Saints would have had the ball about the 10-yard line, but here comes the penalty. Moves it out to the 30-yard line. Illegal motion. They're giving signals to the far side of the field, the press box on the other side. But the ball is back at the 30, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 11 yards for a 1st down. Smelsley has been finding a hole in the Northwood defense, and he'll try to find one right now again. He fires, and the pass is low and incomplete. Intended for Carcione. The pass was too low. 3rd down and 11 yards for a 1st down. Dwenger with the ball at the Northwood 30-yard line. Northwood received the kickoff, ran 3 plays for a total of 4 yards. Well, they ran 2 plays for 4 yards on an incompleted forward pass, punted, and Dwenger's held the ball since. They moved to the Northwood 30, where it's 3rd and 11, and Smelsley will throw, and he has a lot of time, throws over the middle, and is batted up in the air, and incomplete, almost intercepted. Nelson was the intended receiver, and so the ball comes back to just outside the 30-yard line, where Dwenger will have a 4th down and about 11. Not too much percentage in punting when you're at the 30-yard line, and I don't think the Saints will. Dwenger's only had 2 running plays, and all the rest of them been passes. 4th and long. Smeltsley will throw. No, instead it's a run, and this is going to be for a first down. What a great job of faking by Smeltsley. He faked everybody out, and Ludwig had the ball. Everybody was watching Smeltsley as he went back to pass, except there wasn't any pass. And Ludwig carries the ball all the way down to the 9-yard line. Everybody was watching Smeltsley, and all of a sudden everybody realized that Smeltsley didn't even have the ball. First and goal to go. They have the ball at the 9-yard line. And this is Ludwig getting nailed for about a yard loss. Loss of about a yard as Croy comes in for Northwood to make the stop. Croy coming in from his defensive end position. Second down and goal to go. The ball at the 10. We're more than halfway through the first quarter. Smeltsley looking over the defense. Here is Ludwig again, and this time he is piled up right around the 5 or 6 yard line. And another good fake by Smeltsley. Taylor will get credit for the stop at the 5 yard line. Third down and goal to go.
Third down and goal from the 6.
Northwood is noted for their defense, and especially their defense against the run. Smeltsley will throw into the end zone. Touchdown to Chris Nelson. And Dwenger scores on their opening possession. Smeltsley to Nelson, a 5 yard pass, and it's 6-0. Now that will bring Dembicki in for the extra point. Tony Dembicki, who's only a freshman. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It's Bishop Dwenger 7 and Northwood nothing. 4:59 left in the first quarter. Dwenger. John Schrock is one of the 8 men, but he will not take the kickoff. I think it's Kern, and bringing the ball up the middle and getting out to about the 30, and he's brought down right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Northwood, starting from their own 30-yard line. Mark Halstead made the tackle on the kickoff, and it's 7-0 in favor of Bishop Dwenger as Northwood starts their second possession of the ball game. O'Diorn at quarterback, Wyrick and Kern, the running backs, as they operate out of the veer. O'Diorn will pitch it back to Kern, and Kern will get a yard. Trying to come off his own left side. And Pia Cable, one of the Dwenger players in on the stop. He's the number 3, O'Diorn, the quarterback. Second down and about 9 for the Panthers at their own 31-yard line. Northwood is a consolidation of Napanee and Wakarusa in Elkhart County. And again, they give Kern. Now it's a reverse, and Schrock has the ball, trying to go outside, and he will be brought down for a loss of 5 yards, 6 yards, make it back to the 25-yard line. Sean Schrock brought down at the 25-yard line, and he loses 6 in the play. It's going to be third down and 15. Three minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter of action. Dwenger ahead 7-0. O'Diorn will go back to throw, throws it out in the flat, and it's incomplete. As he overthrows Wyrick, the intended receiver, and Northwood will have to boot again. And Dwenger should wind up with excellent field position. Chris Nelson is back, and so is Chris Zimmerman for Bishop Dwenger. John Schrock is ready to boot the ball for Northwood. The kick is away, and it's almost straight up in the air. A very poor punt, and it takes a great Dwenger bounce. The ball is going to be down at the 32-yard line. And the line of scrimmage was the 25, so it's about a 7-yard kick. Oh, looks like they're going to move it out. No, they're going to move it up to the 32 where the official threw his beanbag. And Dwenger really does wind up with great field position, make it the 33-yard line. First down and 10, Dwenger at the Northwood 33-yard line as Schrock's punt traveled a total of 8 yards from the line of scrimmage. Dwenger already leading 7-0 in the ball game. That came on a touchdown pass from Smeltzley. Here is Pelkington, inside handoff, 20. He's at the 10. He is in for the touchdown. Inside handoff to Pelkington. He goes 33 yards, and it's 13-0. So the Saints jumping into a big early lead. It's 13-0 as Dembicki comes in for the extra point again. The kick is up by Dembicki. It is good, and it's Bishop Dwenger 14, Northwood nothing, and we'll be back. Kick off for the third time. Kick taken at the 10-yard line. Brought out to the 20, the 25. Schrock, the ball carrier. He is brought down at the 27. Bishop Dwenger 14 and Northwood nothing. We're still in the first quarter. The officiating crew you're watching on the field is the same crew that officiated the Northside Penn game back a few weeks ago. Well, actually, it's been about 4 weeks ago now. From the 27-yard line, Northwood with their third possession so far, they're -1 in yardage. O'Diorn will give off, and they come out across the 30 to about the 32. Wyrick was the ball carrier. Pick up a 5 on the play, so it's 2nd down and 5. Working down to the 2-minute mark of the first quarter here at the Zollner Stadium. With Dwenger holding on to a 14-0 lead, and Northwood with a 2nd and 5. And O'Diorn keeps it this time, and he is close to first down territory. He should have the first down, as he's close to the 40-yard line. Officials will mark it at the 39. That's the first down. The ball will be placed at the 39. Almost right on the 40, so we're going to call it the 40-yard line. O'Diorn will throw, and it is caught on the far side of the field by Schrock, and Schrock is all the way down to the 16-yard line. A quick pass by O'Diorn as he completes his first one, and Northwood has another first down. This play covering 44 yards, and there's a flag on the play, too. There's a flag right at the line of scrimmage, and Dwenger will be penalized halfway to the goal line, probably for a face mask. The ball will be placed at the 9-yard line. The personal foul. 44-yard pass play, and then there is a penalty which moves the ball to the 8-yard line where it's first down and goal to go for Northwood. With the Panthers coming back on this drive, the first two possessions, they cannot do a thing. This time they are. And here is a fumble, I think, by Odie Arm, but he falls on it. Possibly gained a yard in the play. Now you see the scoreboard clock with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. 14-0 Dwenger. But Northwood has the ball at the Dwenger 7-yard line. Second down and goal to go. Dwenger fans out in front of us, and they're here en masse, yelling defense. And they pitch it back, coming around the end and heading for the end zone, and getting in is Kern to score. Kern goes in, and now we have a 14-6 ball game. Kern goes 7 yards to score. Dwenger 14, Northwood 6. And in to try the extra point is Phil Jenkins, number 9. There you see him. Nice snap, but he gets the kick away, and it is, well, there's a flag. Looked like the kick was good, but they never gave a signal. The penalty is going to be against Northwood. That'll move it out to the 8. Illegal procedure, but on an extra point like this, I don't think a 5-yard penalty is going to be that critical or crucial. But Northwood has got on the scoreboard. And Jenkins is trying to add the 7th point. Now the kick is up. Plenty of foot. It's good. Phil Jenkins makes it 14-7 with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Zimmerman comes out across the 30 and gets to the 31-yard line. Dwenger with their third possession. They have scored their first 2 possessions. And they start at their own 31 with first down and 10. High-scoring first quarter. Dwenger's had 2 possessions, scored both times. Northwood has had 3 possessions and scored once, and it's 14-7. Clock is running. We'll probably only have 1 play, unless it's an incomplete forward pass. That's in the first quarter. Smeltsley will give off to Ludwig, and Ludwig gets to the 36-yard line. Dwenger now has 72 yards rushing. The clock is running down. It's down to 6 seconds. Dwenger will have a 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line as the first quarter comes to an end here at the Zollner Stadium with the score, Bishop Dwenger 14, Northwood 7. (14-7). Smeltsley going back to throw. He has the time, and he also has the completion, and then the ball is fumbled out of bounds by Pelkington, but he was the last player to touch it. So Dwenger will keep the ball at the 46-yard line in Northwood territory. It's a first down for Dwenger. .45 yards through the air now for Smeltsley. First down and 10 at the Northwood 46. Smeltsley will give to Fox, the first man through, and he finds a big hole, and he rambles for about 9 or 10 yards. Fox carries down to the 37-yard line and picks up 9. Dwenger now has 126 yards so far in total offense, 81 on the ground, 33 of those coming on the touchdown run by Pelkington. It's a 2nd and 1 at the Northwood 37-yard line. Smeltsley looking over the Northwood defense. And then goes back to throw. Has time, fires long, and it is intercepted, I think. It is. It's intercepted. Pelkington was the intended receiver. I think Schrock. John Schrock intercepts the ball. And so we have a turnover with 11:02 left in the half. And Northwood will take over at their own 5-yard line. Northwood stopping the Dwenger drive and taking over at the 5. 14-7, Dwenger leading. Odeon giving off to Kern, and there's nowhere for Kern to go. Gets a yard in the play out to the 6-yard line at 2nd down and 9 to go. 14-7, the Dwenger lead over Northwood. Northwood is just intercepted, but they're operating from their own 6-yard line. Odeon to Wyrick, and Wyrick gets to the 9-yard line. Wyrick picks up 3 to the 9, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 yards for a 1st down. This could be an important play for Dwenger here early in the game, leading by the 1 touchdown. Now, should they stop Northwood on this play, the Panthers would have to punt in their own end zone, and Dwenger should wind up with extremely good field position. Odeon, well, it's a quick kick. And it's blocked right at the goal line. That was a quick kick and blocked. It's recovered by Odeon, but it's going to be at about the 1-foot line, as you can see. The ball is at about the 1-foot line. Now, that means that Jenkins will have to punt. No, it's Powell is punting. And he's very deep in the end zone. He just barely gets it away. And the ball is out of bounds right around the 18-yard line. I think that one was partially blocked as well. The quick kick was, and I think this one was partially blocked. There you see some of the Dwenger fans. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 18-yard line for Dwenger. There you see the scoreboard with 8:53 left in the half. Smeltsley will give to Ludwig. He'll try to take it outside. He turns the corner, and he is finally brought down right around the 13-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play for Ludwig. Moves to the 13-yard line where it's 2nd down and 5. Dwenger 14 and Northwood 7. Second down and 5 for the Saints. You see Smeltsley taking his time, looking over the defense. And he hands off to Ludwig. Ludwig is to the 10-yard line and inside the 10. Gets to about the 9, which will leave the Saints a yard short of a 1st down. It's going to be a long yard. 14-7 Dwenger. We saw Matt Hatfield running onto the field, bringing in the play. He and Leroy Kemper alternate. 3rd down and about a yard. The ball at the Northwood 9-yard line. And they'll let Ludwig go for the 1st down. He gets the first down, I think, but not much more. He threw him back a yard or so. Let's see what they're... No, I shouldn't need a measurement here. They don't. The ball is at the 7-yard line, and Dwenger has their 5th first down. Northwood has 2. First and goal to go at the 7.
First down and goal at the 7.
Dwenger 14 and Northwood 7. Marcioni in motion. And it goes to Ludwig, circling the left end, driving, and he gets to the end zone. Ludwig goes 7 yards to score, and it's now 20-7. Wait, there's a flag, though, I think. There's a penalty against Dwenger. The touchdown is nullified. The touchdown is nullified, and you hear a few scattered boos from the Dwenger fans. Ludwig's 7-yard run is nullified. Let's see what kind of a penalty they're going to march off. It was at the 2-yard line. And they're going to bring it out to the 12, which indicates it was a holding call. Holding is the call. So the ball comes out to the 12-yard line. And it's first down and 12 yards to go for a touchdown. They got 17 on the scoreboard. Our monitor showing an excellent picture. Straight up the middle is Pelkington on the inside handoff, and the big tight end gets to the 7, back to the original line of scrimmage.
By number 54, McCausland.
Second down and goal to go. The ball at the 7-yard line. We're nearing the midpoint of the second quarter at the stadium. Smeltsley will throw. Smeltsley never gets it away. McCausland came through and got him at the 12-yard line, which is a loss of 5. And it's going to be third down and 12. So Dwenger lost the touchdown because of the holding call. Oh, they got a third down. They fire it over the middle to Ludwig. And Ludwig again heading for the corner, fighting his way down to about the 2-yard line. Down around the 2 or 3-yard line, but that's going to create quite a little problem here now for Andy Johns, whether to go for the field goal or for the touchdown. The ball is going to be marked at the 3-yard line. It's fourth down. Kevin Bird is out there. And they're going to go for the 6 points, not the field goal. And Smeltsley will give off to Ludwig, and Ludwig is down near the goal line, but stopped short of it, I believe. They're going to unpile, but I think he's going to be about a foot short. And if so, Northwood held. They're still unpiling them. You watch on the monitor, Northwood's ball. Northwood held and will take over at about the 1-foot line. Wish we could get our field camera down at the other end instead of where it is, and you can see how close to the goal line this ball really is. It's only a matter of inches. First down and 10 for Northwood. Odie Orn directing the attack. That gives you an idea. Odie Orn on a sneaker tries to come out and get some daylight, but he doesn't find much up the middle. That'd be a yard. Second down. The official is standing just about at the goal line. The ball, you can see it there, about a yard and a half out of it. As Northwood tries to work it out of there, they did stop Dwenger at the, well, let's just say the 6-inch line. Second down. And Odeorn will go back to throw. And he throws down the middle, and it's too long. It was intended for Doug Schock.
Odeorn's pass to Vance was incomplete.
So it's going to be third down.
And 9.
Vance, I guess, was the player pass was intended for. But it's going to be third down, and still just about 10 yards to go as Northwood operates from about their 1-yard line. Dwenger had a pass intercepted at the 5-yard line. The last drive ended at the 6-inch line. So the Saints haven't had it easy, but they still lead 14-7. This is a third down play. Odeorn rolling out to the right. He'll throw the ball, a home run ball, and it is intercepted by Bishop Dwenger. The interception is made by Kevin Bird. So now we've had an interception each way. And Dwenger again has good field position at the 28-yard line, 29-yard line in Northwood territory. But the Saints have had good field position this entire quarter, and they still haven't scored. 14-7, Bishop Dwenger with 4:39 left in the half. First half moving right along here at the stadium. Saints take over again. Deep in Northwood territory, and Ludwig will carry. He's at the 25, he's at the 20. And he's still going down the sidelines, and touchdown! I thought he was stopped once. I thought he was stopped at one time, and all of a sudden he comes out of the scramble and keeps going. So Dwenger goes in front 20-7 on the 29-yard run by Ludwig. And Dembicki will attempt the extra point. The kick by Dembicki is good. It's 21-7. Bishop Dwenger leading Northwood. For Bishop Dwenger, 4:16 left in the half. Kern and Schrock are back deep for Northwood. Dwenger ahead now, 21-7. The kick will be a short one. It'll be fielded right around the 22-yard line, 30 out to about the 33, and we'll have to see who picked it off there.
Tackled by number 64, Mark Gray.
It was Matt Hockert who ran the kickoff back, and he comes out to the 32-yard line, where Northwood will have a first down and 10. There you see Andy Johns, the personable coach of the Saints. Andy is never very, well, he's never keyed too high. Easy-going gentleman. First and 10, Northwood. And they give off to the first man through Wyrick, and Wyrick doesn't go far as he gets to the 35. Pick up of 3. Northwood only has 25 yards rushing. They do have 44 yards through the air, and most of that came on one play. In fact, the only completion they have. That was the one that set up the touchdown. Couple of minutes, we'll try to run over some of the first half unofficial stats. It's second down and 7. Odeorn will give off to the second man, and he is nailed. That's Kern. In fact, he's nailed for a loss of a yard.
Kern was tackled by number 80, Gale.
Gale, who's now in a tackle position for Bishop Dwenger, gets credit for the stop, and it's third down and 8. Northwood has not been effective offensively except for the one drive. And the big play there was the 44-yard pass play. This is third and 6, and Odeorn pitches back, and this will be enough for a first down as Kern does some fancy footwork and gets all the way out to the 44-yard line, which gives them a first down. They ran the option, and they get it out to the 44. Pick up of 10 yards on that last play. Clock continues to run, so Northwood not only has to fight Dwenger, but they have to fight the clock as well. Their passing attack has been 1 out of 5. That one completion for 44 yards, and they give off to Wyrick, and he is really snowed under. One of the players getting up is Matt Peters. Matt Peters, the nose guard. Jeff Woods was also in there. There was a gain of maybe a foot in the play, and it's going to be second down. We'll just call it 10. We're underneath the 2-minute mark in the first half. One of the faster first halves we've had this season, considering the fact that we've had 4 touchdowns scored. And we've also had a total of 14 passes thrown, 9 by Dwenger. Second and 10. Here's a long count by Odeoni. Now he goes back to throw, throws out in the flat. It's complete, and we'll get the ball into Dwenger territory at about the 46-yard line as Doug Schock makes the reception. Third down play coming up for Northwood.
Third down and short.
They're a yard short of a first down at the Dwenger 46-yard line. And the clock is working down to the minute mark of the first half. Remember, they do have their 3 timeouts left. We're underneath the minute mark now on this 3rd and 1 call. And Odeon will keep. Now he pitches back. First down, more, and this might be trouble. It's turned on the sidelines. He's driven out of bounds at the 15-yard line by Matt Peters. 31-yard pickup on the play. Now you know that Northwood will use their timeouts. As they have the ball, they don't have to use one here because the play went out of bounds. And they're just moving yardsticks now, but it's 1st and 10 for Northwood at the Bishop Dwenger 15-yard line. Still 47 seconds left in the half, and 21-7 in favor of Bishop Dwenger. Long count by Odeorn. He'll throw, and it is complete to Schock, and Schock is to the 9-yard line. Second down and 4 to go. They have stopped the clock with a timeout with 39 seconds left in the half, and Dwenger beating Northwood by a score of 21-7. For Northwood at the Dwenger 9, of course, right now, first down is their least concern. They want the touchdown. Odeorn will throw, and he has a man in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Schrock was the intended receiver, so it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Now we'll quickly give you some of our unofficial first half stats. We show Dwenger with 5 first downs and Northwood 4. Dwenger 123 yards rushing. Northwood was 65. Dwenger 5 out of 9 through the air for 54 yards, and Smeltsley's been intercepted once. Odeorn 3 out of 8 through the air for 59 yards, and he's been intercepted once. Now here we go with the 3rd down play, and it is a running play with Wyrick that gets them down to about the 5-yard line. They're going to take another first down because they moved the ball to the 5-yard line, and that's going to be very, very close, too. It is a first down, they rule. It's a first down for Northwood, their 5th, and the ball will be just inside the 5-yard line. We have 31 seconds left in the half, and 21-7 is the Dwenger lead. Northwood only has 1 timeout after this one. The Dwenger Northwood winner moves on to semi-state play against the Elwood West Lafayette winner. That's next week. Now here we go with the first and goal to go from just inside the 5-yard line. 21-7 is the Dwenger lead. Pace of the game slowing down considerably now as Northwood is using the timeouts, trying to get on the board. And here is a pass by one of the running backs. It was John Schrock, not a running back. He's the end. Anyway, it's incomplete. That wasn't Schrock, that was Jim Powell, number 14. So it's incomplete. We have a second down, but it didn't use any time off the clock, as you can see. Still 27 seconds. They still have 3 downs. They still have 1 timeout. They being Northwood. Odie Orn directing the attack. Long count. And they stay on the ground. Touchdown with Wyrick. Wyrick scores, and it's 21-13. 5-yard play. And Northwood gets on the board with 22 seconds left in the half. And Jenkins will come in for the extra point.
Jenkins will attempt the extra point.
22 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Jenkins is up, and it's good, and it's now 21-14, and we'll just keep it right here while we wait for the kickoff, with only 22 seconds remaining in the first half of action here at the Zauner Stadium. Northwood has mounted 2 impressive drives, and the rest of the time they have been very ineffective. But on the 2 drives, once they got some momentum going, they win. Looks like Dwenger's anticipating an onside attempt. Hartzog is back deep, as well as Carcione and Zimmerman. Dwenger has 5 players right up at the 50-yard line. As Jenkins gets ready to kick off for Northwood. Five touchdowns in the first half. Dwenger has been playing high-scoring games. Here's the kick. It's a bouncing kick, fielded at the 20-yard line by Zimmerman. And Zimmerman only gets out to about the 27.
Zimmerman, number 21, returned the kickoff.
McCausland got downfield to make the stop for Northwood, and now Dwenger, with just 18 seconds left in the half, will probably run about 1 play and settle for a 21-14 halftime lead. Clock is running. Fact is, they might not even, they're going to run a play. They're coming up to the line of scrimmage. Once I said they might just run out the clock, they'll probably go for the home run ball. And Smelsley hands off, though. It goes to Ludwig. Nothing happens on the run. The first half comes to an end. And after 2 periods of play in this 3A regional championship game at the Zauner Stadium, you see the score right there. Bishop Dwenger 21, Northwood 14, and we'll be back with second half action. Second half with Phil Jenkins kicking off, and it's a bouncing kick, and Dwenger better cover it pretty soon, and I think they do it about the 31-yard line. It was just a bouncing kick. I don't think you can call that an onside kick. But Dwenger finally covered the ball at the 31-yard line. Matt Fox covered it, and it's first down and 10 for the Saints at their own 31. Make it the 32-yard line with the score 21-14. First and 10 at the 32-yard line. And the ball is given off to Ludwig, and Ludwig comes out for 3. He brings it to the 35-yard line where it will be 2nd down and 7 to go for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Several players getting up off the pile for Northwood. 2nd and a long 7 for the Saints. Just starting the second half at the Zollner Stadium. Great night for football. And straight ahead goes Smeltzley, and he found some running room, about 5 yards worth. Smeltzley carries the ball out to the 40-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Dwenger coming out running here at the start of the second half. They do have 131 yards rushing. It's 3rd and 2, and Smeltzley. Quick pass, and Stocarcioni, I believe. It's going to be enough for the 1st down, but the official standing at the top, it's Chris Nelson. Chris Nelson. Matt Roussel is coming in to punt, but they're going to measure first. They only needed a couple of yards. It looks like they should have got that off the play. As we look across the field, there's the measurement. It's going to be short by about 2 inches. About 2 inches short of a 1st down, and I just don't know whether Andy Johns is going to punt it away or not. Yeah, they're bringing Smeltzley off the field along with the rest of the offense. That's going to be 4th down and inches, and Roussel is on the field. So apparently Andy Johns is not taking any chances this early in the second half. Schrock is back, and so is Kern. Long count, but Northwood staying in place. Now there's the snap, and here's the punt. He gets it away, but just barely. And it is picked off at the 30-yard line and brought out to the 38-yard line.
Ball was returned by number 42, Sean
Kern returns it to the 38-yard line, and Northwood has their first possession of the second half with the score 21-14 in favor of Bishop Dwenger. Now we have Odie Orn. That's O-D-I-O-R-N-E, Odie Orn. Quarterback, Wyrick Kern. Here we go, 1st down and 10. And they give off to Wyrick, and he doesn't find the running room again. Wyrick's had a tough night. He does have the 1 touchdown. He gets 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. Matt Peters, the nose guard for Bishop Dwenger, making the stop. It's 2, and 2nd down and a long 7 or a short 8. We're in the 3rd quarter at the stadium. Odie Orn running the option, pitching back, and Kern has some running room, but it closes up in a hurry. He gets to the 44-yard line. Gets 4 yards out of the play. 3rd down and 4 for the Panthers of Northwood.
was brought down by number 51, Matt Peters, number 32, Tony Pecoraro.
3rd down and 4. Odie Orn, he'll go back to throw. Fires, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. It was intended for Doug Schock, and he was hit by Kevin Bird just as the ball got there, and now Northwood will have to punt it away. Zimmerman drops back. So does Chris Nelson.
Number 14, Jim Powell, back to punt.
Jim Powell is in to do the punting. He gets it away, and it's a good one. Back to about the 19-yard line to Chris Nelson. He's at the 30 and slips and goes down at the 35. Nelson more or less lost his balance, or he'd have picked up a lot more than that. But he gets it back to the 35-yard line, where it's first down and 10 for Bishop Dwenger. Neither team able to post a first down in their first possession of the second half. Quite different than the first half when Dwenger outscored Northwood 21-14. And then Northwood also got stopped at the 6-inch line once. Smelsley will throw. Out in the flat, it's complete to Chris Nelson. Nelson gets to the 42-yard line and then is driven back. Six-yard gain on the play. That gives Dwenger 62 yards through the air. Also gives them a second down and 4 situation. As they have the ball at their own 41-yard line. Dwenger 21, Northwood 14. The winner of this game goes against Elwood or West Lafayette in the semi-state. Here's a draw play to Ludwig, 45, 50, 45, down at the 44, but there's a flag just short of midfield. There's a flag just short of midfield, and it's going to be against Dwenger. Illegal block, blocking below the waist, called on Dwenger. The flag went down at the 49-yard line in Dwenger territory. It nullifies the run by Ludwig, the first down, which would have been at the Northwood 44-yard line, and it moves Dwenger all the way back to their 34-yard line. Series started at the 35, so it's second down and 11. But it nullifies a good gain by Ludwig. We're 5 minutes into the second half with Dwenger ahead, 21-14. Smelsley will throw over the middle. He has Pelkington at the 50, down the sideline, and they're stopping play. Pelkington is going on for what appears to be a touchdown, but the officials have stopped the action. He was apparently out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds. It's going to be in Northwood territory. Pelkington continued going down the sidelines. But let's see where they mark the ball. It's going to be at the 44-yard line. They brought the hopes of the Dwenger fans up because Pelkington kept going. It is a 20-yard gain on the play, and it is a first down, but it's far from being a touchdown because the Saints have it at the Northwood 44. First and 10. Ludwig will carry, and he dives hard to try to get to the 40, but he's going to be stopped short of that at the 41. Now pick up a 3 on the play. Hockert will get credit for the Northwood tackle, and we have a second down and 7 situation for Bishop Dwenger. Dwenger 21, Northwood 14. There you see the Northwood bench across the way. Saints would like to get some breathing room in this ball game, and Smelsley will throw. And it is complete on the far side of the field to Chris Nelson, and Nelson is driven out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Smelsley now has 9 completions out of 13 attempts.
29-yard line of Northwood.
It's a Dwenger first down as the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. And that's 101 yards now for Smeltsley. The ball is just inside the 25, but we'll call it the 25, 1st and 10. Saints are marching here in their second possession of the second half, and it's Ludwig straight ahead. There's a big hole for Ludwig this time. He's still on his feet, and finally is driven down about the 11-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Saints. 14-yard pickup for Ludwig, and it's 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. The Saints can't get a first down without scoring. I beg your pardon, it's going to be the 15-yard line and not the 11. So I'll mark it at the 15. 1st and 10. The ball out at the 15-yard line. Smeltsley to Ludwig. Ludwig up the middle. Gets 3. Saints moving the ball there. He just got a quick look at Fred Cone. 21-14 is Dwenger's lead. The ball is at about the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 6 to go for Bishop Dwenger. Now Dwenger's a team using up a lot of the clock here in the 3rd quarter as we're moving down to the 5-minute mark in the period. Smeltsley rolling out to the left. Now he's being boxed in, fires the ball, and it's a touchdown to Nelson. Smeltsley was being boxed in. He got the pass away. Nelson grabbed it. It's an 11-yard touchdown pass and 27-14. It looked like Smeltsley was going to be dropped for a loss. All of a sudden, he got it away. Nelson was wide open in the end zone. And 27-14 as Dembicki comes into the game. The touchdown comes with 4:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Dembicki's kick is up, and it is good. 28-14, Dwenger. Dembicki is kicking off this time, and the kick is short, fielded at about the 25-yard line, and brought out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. One of the upmen brought it back, and let's see who. It was Schrock. John Schrock bringing it out to the 33-yard line where it's 1st down and 10 for Northwood. Bishop Dwenger 28, Northwood 14. We're in the 3rd quarter at the Zollner Stadium. Odie Orn directing the attack for the Panthers. And he gives off to Wyrick, and again, Wyrick finds the going pretty tough. Wyrick is the player who has to take it up the middle, and he's been finding it just a little bit on the rugged side. He picks up 2. Center of the Bishop Dwenger line waiting for him, and it's 2nd and 8. Second and 8 for the Panthers. Odie Orn will throw, and it is incomplete. Now there's a real late flag. Oh, let me tell you, this is about as late a flag as I've ever seen. John Schrock was the intended receiver. And there was actually no call by the official until Schrock protested. And all of a sudden he decided to throw the flag. Here's the penalty, moving the ball out to the midfield stripe at the 1st down for Northwood. Holding is the call. So it's first down and 10 for Northwood right at the 50-yard line. Dwenger 28 and Northwood 14. Now they're going to march it back 5 yards and put it at the 45-yard line. They had marched off 15 yards against the Saints. Now they correct themselves and move it back to the 45. It's still a first down, but Northwood operates from their own 45. And they pitch it off to Kern, and Kern is snowed under. He is snowed under back about the 40-yard line, and I think we've had another flag. It's a loss of 4 yards in the play, but here's a late hit against Dwenger. So now Jim Cox and his crew are taking over the ball game. The ball goes to the Dwenger 44-yard line. Andy Johns had a word or two for the officials. It's another first down. But now we're getting penalties on every play, it seems like. They're letting the teams play the game. 28-14, Dwenger leading. Late stages of the third quarter, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the period. Odiorn taking a lot of time. Now he throws right over the middle and it's incomplete. And believe it or not, we don't have a flag. So it's going to be second down and 10. The ball is at the Dwenger 45-yard line. Odiorn has thrown 11 times, completed 3 for 59 yards and had 1 intercepted. This is a second and 10. And they go to the running play, and it's Wyrick, and he is nailed after a pickup of a couple. T.J. Steele got a hold of him, and that ended his forward progress. Third down and 8. Dwenger subs running in and out as the situation dictates. This is a third and 8 for Northwood at the Dwenger 43-yard line, and Odiorn doesn't like what he sees. He calls a timeout, and that's a timeout probably he'll need in the fourth quarter, but we have 2:40 left in the third quarter. 28-14, Dwenger leads as we take this break. Third and 8 for Northwood, and they go to the air, and it is complete down at the 31-yard line. Odiorn was really on target. Con Schrock makes the reception. That's a first down at the 31-yard line. Pick up on the play of about 12 yards, and Northwood retains possession. Dwenger leads by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. But Northwood is threatening as Odiorn carries the ball and gets about 4 yards, although he was hit right at the line of scrimmage. He still gets about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6 to go as we're working down to the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Dwenger 28, Northwood 14. But Northwood has the ball at the Dwenger 28-yard line with second down and 6. The Panthers just keep coming back. Odie Orn at the long count again. And he fires. It's complete. It's not going to be much of a gain, but it's complete. I think it was Doug Schock. LaGuardia is the receiver. And the ball goes to the 26-yard line is all, so it's a completed pass, but not too much yardage in the play. 2 yards to be exact. And it's third down. Third down and about 5 to go for a first down. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Odie Orn giving off to Wyrick, and here's another flag going down from Jim Cox. Wyrick was the ball carrier.
There is a flag on the play.
Let's see what this one's about. That's against Dwenger, face mask.
Face mask against Bishop Dwenger.
Well, Northwood is not getting the ball downfield by themselves on this drive, but they do have a first down. And it's at the 12-yard line. That's the third penalty that Cox and his crew have called on this possession. And all of them have been major penalties. First and 10 at the 12-yard line. We have a minute and 15 seconds left. That's in the third quarter. And the ball goes to Kern, straight ahead. He gets to the 9. Northwood just keeps coming back on Dwenger. Dwenger's led all the way. Build up a 14-0 lead. And that's 14-7, 21-7, 21-14. Now it's 28-14, but here is Northwood at the Dwenger 9-yard line with a second down and 7. Odie Orn will throw. He has time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown. The receiver is John Schrock, and now it's 28-14. 9-yard pass to Schrock. 28-20. The extra point attempt by Jenkins. And the kick is no good. Bad pass from center, and the extra point attempt was blocked. It was blocked by John Sullivan. And so the score stays 28-20. And with only 22 seconds left in the third period, as Northwood gets ready to kick off to the Saints. Of course, Northwood still in a position. Should they score and go for a 2-point conversion, they could tie. But that's a little bit tougher than getting just the one extra point. Same three back for Dwenger, Zimmerman, Hartzog, and Carzioni. As Jenkins gets ready to kick off, and we have an 8-point ball game at 28-20. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. And here we go. And it's an onside kick that Dwenger will recover at their own 44-yard line. Number 35, Matt Fox, fell on the ball. And Dwenger takes over. First down and 10 at their own 44. Good field position. Now the Dwenger fans through a combination of a power outage and also an injury timeout. And here is a pass intended for Pelkington into the end zone, and there is a flag on the play, and let's see who's going to get called on this one. Smeltsley threw it into the end zone, and there is a flag on the play, but I don't know if it's offensive or defensive interference, and I think it's against Northwood. It is against Northwood. We had a power outage at the Zollner Stadium, which is rather common. And then there was a very long injury timeout. A Northwood player was injured and had to be removed on a stretcher. So the first play after we got everything back in order was Smeltsley's pass intended for Pelkington, where there was interference. And that's going to cost halfway to the goal line, which is down to the 11-yard line. First down and 10 to go at the 11-yard line. 28-20 in favor of Bishop Dwenger here in the fourth quarter. And Smeltsley will give off to the first man through, who is Matt Fox. The opening looked pretty good for a moment, but then it closed in a hurry, and it's a 2-yard pickup to the 9. We have, right now, 10.5 minutes left in the ball game. We're trying to fit the ball game into our 2-hour time frame. The ambulance has arrived for the young man from Northwood who was injured. And this is Smeltsley back to throw, and it is intercepted. And this could be a dangerous run back for Northwood. It is Finnegan with the interception, and he brought it down the sidelines out to the 20-yard line. That is the second interception by Northwood. Gets the ball all the way out to the 20-yard line, where it's first down and 10 to go for the Northwood Panthers. Well, it's short of the 20. They're going to mark it the 19. 28-20 in favor of Bishop Dwenger, but Northwood has the ball. O'Diorn directing the attack, and they go inside to Wyrick. Wyrick, as has been the case all through the ball game, doesn't get much in there. He gets 2. Second down and 8. Steve Cable calling the defensive signals. Here's the 2nd and 8 play for the Panthers. O'Diorn will run the option, and he'll pitch it back to Kern. Kern around the side, and he turns the corner and gets into first down territory as he runs the ball out to the 31-yard line. It's a first down for Northwood. 10-yard pickup on the play as the Panthers try to come back here. They're down by 8 points. And we're in the fourth quarter. 9:04 left on the clock. Dwenger was just intercepted as they had a drive underway. They had the ball to Northwood 9, and they were intercepted. And the Saints have blown a couple of scoring opportunities. They run the option the other way. O'Diorn keeps the ball and goes nowhere. Actually, there appeared to be a little bit of a mix-up in the blocking assignments. He does get a yard in the play. Pecoraro and Peters were both in there. So it's second down and 9 for the Panthers. We're in the fourth quarter at the Zollner Stadium. The ambulance still has not left across the way, so we're taking that as possibly good news. But the Northwood player maybe wasn't injured as severely as we thought. O'Diorn hands off to Kern, and Kern finds some running room off the right side of the line. And they get to the 40-yard line. I'll make it the 39-yard line. 39-yard line where it's 3rd and 2. Northwood is now over 100 yards rushing. They're up to 103. And it's 3rd down and about 3. Between 2 and 3 needed for the first down. O'Diorn looking over the situation. Now flags go down. Long count by O'Diorn, and I think they pulled Dwenger offside. Here's the 5-yard mark off against the Saints, and that's what Odie Orn has tried several times in the ball game, but this is the first time he's been successful. It's a first down and 10 for Northwood at their own 44-yard line. Bishop Dwenger 28, Northwood 20. They give, no, it's a pass play, and the pass is way too long for Schrock, the intended receiver, or Schrock. They have a Schrock and a Schock. That's 15 passes now for Northwood. John Schrock was the intended receiver. They've been averaging 10 attempts per game. Now they're up to 15 already, and we still have 7:28 left. 2nd and 10 at their own 44. Odie Orn goes back to throw again. This time he gets the rush, and here is they set up the screen effectively, and into Dwenger territory for a first down goes Kern. All the way to the 43-yard line. They let the defense come through, set up the screen with Kern, and they got all the way to the 42-yard line. 14-yard pickup on the play. And now things are getting a little touchy for Bishop Dwenger. Their lead is only 28-20. That last interception might be very costly to the Saints. Still have a little over 7 minutes left in the ball game. And Odie Orn keeps, and he finds running room. He gets a big gainer. He gets all the way down to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 8 for Odie Orn. And the Panthers, after that interception at the goal line by Finnegan, have marched all the way to the Dwenger 34-yard line, where they have 2nd down and 2 to go for a first down. Dwenger leading Northwood 28-20. Odie Orn to Wyrick. Wyrick has the first down, I'm pretty sure, as he gets to the 31.
Wyrick was brought down by number 83, John Sullivan.
Sullivan made the stop, but it's a first down. That's the 11th first down for Northwood. Each team has the 11 first downs. Northwood has the ball at the Dwenger 31. Remember, Northwood not only has to score, but they have to get a 2-point conversion. Because of the blocked extra point after the last Northwood touchdown. Odie Orn will throw, and he fires to this side of the field, and it is incomplete. Pass was intended for Schrock, and Kevin Bird was back covering. Going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Northwood Panthers. They have the ball to Dwenger 31-yard line. A little more than 6 minutes left in the ball game. Odie Orn back to throw again. Throws out in the flat, and it's incomplete. He really had pressure on him this time. He threw out in the flat intended for Wyrick, and it's incomplete. That's 18 throws now by Northwood. Not all by Odie Orn. One was by one of the running backs. It's 3rd down and 10 to go. Dwenger tries to stop this drive by Northwood and get possession of the ball and get some time off the clock. Northwood trailing by just 8 points, 28-20 to Dwenger. The Northwood is at the Dwenger 31-yard line, now with 3rd down and 10. Odiarn will throw out in the flat. It's complete, but not much of a gain. Doug Schock, I think. Yeah, the flanker Schock makes the catch. And they pick up about 5 yards on the play. But it's going to be 4th down and a long 5 needed for a 1st down. Now that brings all the Dwenger fans on their feet as they start yelling defense. It's 4th and a long 5 for Northwood. Odiarn, I think he's calling an audible. And there is offside on Dwenger. Dwenger is pulled offside. Jeff Woods was pulled offside, but that's still not a 1st down. But it gets them within about, I'd say a half a yard now. Well, they're actually going to have a measurement. Maybe it is a 1st down. Oh, there you see that it isn't. But it's very close. So what was 4th and 5 now becomes 4th and just a few inches. And there you see the story. 28-20. Dwenger with only 5:23 left on the clock. So you would assume that Northwood would be able to get a foot, if for no other way than a quarterback sneak. Panthers are very calm as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And there is the quarterback sneak, and he didn't get very much. The spot is going to determine everything, but he didn't need very much. Fiat Cable led the Dwenger tacklers, but I'm going to have to guess he's got a 1st down. There'll be another measurement as the ball goes to the 21-yard line. If it had needed a foot, I don't think it had made it. There you see it. He got it. That's the 12th 1st down for Northwood. And it's 1st and 10 Northwood at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 21 with 5:04 left in the game. Dwenger ahead by a score of 28-20. This drive started after the goal line interception by Finnegan. That stopped the Dwenger drive. Now Northwood has been driving downfield, and here is Wyrick really nailed. And Dwenger is saying he fumbled the ball. Let's see. It is Dwenger's ball. A fumble by Northwood, and Pallardo comes away with it, and Dwenger gets a big break as they recover the fumble at the 21-yard line. Now, with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left, the Saints will try to get the time off the clock. It's 28-20, Bishop Dwenger. Northwood was really moving, but the fumble turns it over, and now 2 or 3 1st downs for Dwenger, and they can run out the clock. They start from their 21. And they will give it to Ludwig. And Ludwig is still driving all the way to the 30. Ludwig really drives hard. In fact, when he had the touchdown run of 29 yards, that was back in the 1st half, I thought he'd been stopped at the 20-yard line, and all of a sudden, he comes squirting out of the group of players and goes the rest of the way for the touchdown. So it's 2nd down and 1. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left. Smeltsley looking over the situation. He gives off to Ludwig, and there's the 1st down out to the 35-yard line. Dwenger will keep it on the ground and use up the time now. of course, Northwood has 2 timeouts left. The ball is going to be placed short of the 35-yard line. Northwood can stop the clock twice. They're not going to stop it at this particular stage. Still over 3 minutes left. Smeltsley will keep it this time, and he'll get about 3 yards. Dwenger now has 187 yards rushing and 133 passing, which was a good ball game, 320 yards, but they only lead by a 28-20 score. Northwood has a total of 215 total yards. Second down and 7 to go. Smeltsley to Ludwig, and he is going to be nailed for a loss. Ludwig is hit for a 2-yard loss back at the 36-yard line, and it's a third down and about 7 situation. They have second on the board, but it's third down. Clock now is stopped with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left as we have a timeout on the field, and we'll be back. Field plus roughing the kicker, so it's 1st and 10. Dwenger at the 45-yard line, and they go with Ludwig for 2 yards. They should be in great position to run out the clock now. 28-20 in favor of Bishop Dwenger, and the clock is running. We're down to, right now, 90 seconds left in the game. Elwood has defeated West Lafayette, if our information is correct, 21-14. And if Dwenger holds on, Elwood will come here to play Bishop Dwenger next week. Second down play as the clock is working down to the minute mark. Again, they give to Ludwig, and he has a big hole. He cuts down the sidelines, 20. He's to the 11-yard line. Ludwig finding a big hole, and they'll mark the ball at the 11-yard line, which is a very sizable gain of 33 yards. And, of course, it's another first down for Bishop Dwenger. And if our tally is right, that's 15, but Northwood has 12 first downs. Northwood is coming in here quite a bit stronger than what a lot of people anticipated. It's first down and 10 with the ball at the 11-yard line, and the clock is running. We're down to 44 seconds left. I'm not sure how many breaks we need yet, if any. We're at 35 seconds, and this could be the last play. Smeltsley just falls on the ball. He takes a 2-yard loss on the play, but we have now 29 seconds left, and here comes the timeout by Northwood. And we have the ball game as Smeltsley just falls on the ball, and there's no way that Northwood can stop the clock now. The ball is back at the 15-yard line, but really, Dwenger doesn't care about that. And the clock is running. It's down to 10 seconds, and Bishop Dwenger will be playing Elwood in the semi-state next week, which will be our football coverage game. And there you see it. It's all over. Bishop Dwenger has defeated Northwood by a score of 28-20. Bishop Dwenger will play Elwood, if our information is correct, in the semi-state championship game here at the Zollner Stadium next week. Northwood closes out the season with an 8-4 record, and now Bishop Dwenger has a record of 11-1 as they continue on in the state playoff system in the 3A classification and on to the semi-state. So the final score is Bishop Dwenger 28, Northwood 20, and this is Len Davis saying so long until next week.